this video, I'm going to walk through connecting NeqtoAI with Blues Notehub. And I'm starting in NeqtoAI. This is my account. I'm going to click in the bottom left on Start Wizard. And I'd like to add a device. We're going to create a device endpoint. I'm going to call it Blues. You can name it whatever you like. And we do recommend you stay with the TLS. Here is the data that we're going to need in Notehub. So let's go to Notehub and get going. The first thing we need to do is make sure we have a device and that data is being sent. And it looks like I am sending data into Notehub, so that's great. Now let's go to routes, and we're going to create a new route. We're going to use MQTT for our route type. And we're going to give it a name. Now here's where we get the data from Necto. We're going to want the broker ID, and we can click copy for that. Let's put it here. And Blues does expect this to be a fully formatted web address, so we do need to add the prefix to it. S, because this is a secure connection. Now we'll need to come back and make sure our port is correct. Then username, password. Username, let's copy that. Password, we'll copy that. And topic, let's come back and get the topic. I'm going to copy here. Now, we don't need the client ID and we don't need the certificate. Your filters, this is something you can come back and change as necessary. We're going to leave it alone. Transform data, we are going to transform the data. We're going to use the JSON expression for the transformation. And our transformation expression is this. The best ID is the actual query that's being run, and it's going to return the device name. Once you have it here, let's create the route, and then we step into it, and we test the connection. And it succeeded. I love it when it works. Now, let's come back to our NeqtoAI, and let's finish here. Go to our endpoints. The endpoint is here. It's working. Let's go to our devices. It does take a minute for the device to show up. And the device has appeared. It does give it an automatic name. So let's go in and let's change that. We're going to edit the device. Now we have the device here, and we have data coming in for it. So let's go to our applications, to our default application. We're going to start with the dashboard, and let's add a widget. We're going to call it Blues, and we're going to make a chart. After a chart, you have a couple options for a chart. I'm going to stick with a line. Display type, I'm going to go with live data versus a daily summary of the data. And the source data. Raw means it's going to record every single time the data comes in. So if it's every 5 seconds, then you're going to get a data point every 5 seconds. We're going to leave it there. This is how many points you want to see on the x-axis. I'm going to let the y stay at auto. And I'm going to select my device, which is the Blues temp humidity device. And I want to show the humidity percent. And because it's humidity, I'm going to make it blue. Let's come down and let's pick the next attribute for this. Let's pick the temp, and I'm going to make it red. So our device is here, it's set. Let's save this, and we have our first dashboard showing Blues data. The dashboard is a big empty screen. I can move the widget, I can resize it to whatever I like, and we are up and running. Thank you very much for watching.